All right, you guys, today we're going to be learning about the country of Cuba, also known as the Republic of Cuba. This is a country within Latin America. So remember, Latin America isn't a country or a continent necessarily. Latin America is just a region at the bottom of North America and some islands within the Caribbean. So Cuba is the name of the country that we will be learning about today. The name is listed right here. We see a picture of their flag. We've talked about Cuba in the past when we talked about government. And so let's go ahead and get started. You're going to be filling in your notes inside of your DINB. I think it's going to be slide 6 or 7 in your digital interactive notebook. You're going to be filling in all those type boxes with what I highlight here in or underline here in red. So in Cuba, their type of government is a communist state. Okay, what we know about communism, remember, the government has complete control over the economy and they can pretty much do whatever they want to do. The current government did take power by force on January 1st, 1959. So they did take the country by force. Now, our government structure sounds a lot like what we have here in the USA, but it's nothing like it. So let's go ahead and erase those lines as we scroll down. Cuba does have a government structure of an executive branch, a legislative branch, and a judicial branch. So in their executive branch, we will see the chief of state and the head of government is a president. The president and the vice president are elected by the National Assembly for 5-year terms. Fidel Castro served as president until disabled by cancer, and he handed the presidency to his brother, Raul Castro, in 2008. The legislative branch in Cuba, the National Assembly of People's Power is a unicameral legislature. The number of members is based on population. Currently, there are 614 members that serve 5-year terms and are elected by popular vote. The Communist Party creates the list of candidates to be on the voting ballot. So again, while it sounds like people are getting a choice, it sounds like people are getting to vote and decide some things, the Communist Party overall gets to choose who ends up on that list. On their judicial branch, let's go ahead and scroll down. The highest court is the People's Supreme Court. Justices are elected by the National Assembly. So this National Assembly pretty much gets to choose who is in major power in all 3 of the branches. They do have a constitution. It was made in February 24th, 1976, and they did amend it in July of 1992 and June of 2002. So go ahead and copy that down into your notes. The flag, as you see in this picture right here, and you will also see in your digital interactive notebook, the flag does have 5 equal horizontal bands of blue and white. The white 5-pointed star is located in the center of the red triangle. The blue bands refer to the 3 old divisions of the island, and the white bands describe the purity of the independence ideal. The triangle symbolizes liberty, equality, and brotherhood. And the color red stands for the blood shed for independence. The star, called the Estrella Solitaria, is the lone star, and that lights the way to freedom. All right, some of these things are going to be a little bit out of order, and that's okay. I'm going to highlight things that will be written in your notes. It just may not be in the same order as it appears on here. So we do have the capital of Cuba is Havana. Cuba did have or fight for independence from Spain. in 1898, and U.S. occupation ended in 1902. Population of Cuba is found right here. That's about a July 2018 estimate, so they're ranked number 82 in population. Their GDP per capita is listed right here. That's based on a 2016 estimate. And their ethnicities, we have about 64% white, 27% mulatto or mixed, and about 9% black. They do have no official religion, and their literacy rates are quite high. They have 100% male and 100% female literacy rates, which is pretty impressive. You will write down everything that I listed in red in your digital interactive notebook. Now let's talk about Cuba's civil rights and freedoms, or maybe lack thereof. Cuba's rights and freedoms. The law lessens the importance of basic freedoms to aim in building a socialist society. So Cuba is one of the Latin American country that does not allow basic freedoms for its citizens. Let me see if you're supposed to write that. Yes, does not allow basic freedoms for its citizens. The government uses harassment, secret surveillance, and threats of prison and travel restrictions to control its citizens. So all of these things are pretty basic to communist countries, right? We talked about how communist countries use a lot of intimidation and scare tactics to keep their citizens in control. All citizens of 16 years of age and older can vote. The only political party in Cuba is the Communist Party. And if you are interested in reading some current issues going on in Cuba, we do have 3 links right here that you can pause and type in if you're interested. There is a lot of interesting stuff happening in Cuba. So it is something worth looking into if you're interested. And with that, that concludes our Cuba country card.